inspire 2016 with your yearly reading for the year of 2019. So I hope that you have a good month and good year so far. So as always, we already pre-shuffled the card for you. So the way we conduct the reading, so we will lay out 12 different cards, and each card will represent each and every month of the year. And we will also throw one more card as a clarifying card at the bottom of the deck. So let's get started. So first we will lay out all the cards so that you can see the whole cards, and afterwards we will start reading. So let me put all the cards here so that you can see it. So I hope that you can see the whole cards perfectly. Okay, cool. Yeah, a little bit here. Okay, great. So the first card here representing the month of January. So you have the 7 of clubs coupled with the second card, which is the 8 of clubs. So you have 7 and 8. So it looks like that in the beginning of the month of January and also February, it looks like that you will have some kind of conflicts or opposition from your side, from other people in your circle. It can be your partner, like your spouse. It can also be your co-worker or people that you meet at work. So it looks like that some people are like they are trying to judge you based on the things that you have done in the past, or maybe things that you maybe are planning to do as well. So the things that are mainly the main focus here is that you have to be like certain on what you have done and what are you trying to accomplish. By then you can always explain to them why you do what you do, and especially it's really important if you have a lot of people that are like working for you in some way, because you can always be a good leader here, as always, to represent your maybe your companies or even your as a boss or your positions as well. But if you work in the company for your boss, then you also can also explain and also be certain as well on the things that you do, so that you can be like getting a promotion or something like that. So moving on to the second card here, it looks like that you have done a good job so far. So don't be nervous when somebody challenges you with regards to let's say your progress or the skill set that you have, or even the knowledge that you have, and also the things that you want to do in the future, because you do have a lot of like progress and also support from the people around you. So don't be worried about let's say if somebody try to ask you certain things that may not be your expertise, because you always say that you can always recommend someone else's for that. You don't have to do the whole thing. You can always delegate and try to do the things that you are good at, and also always explain to them that you are trying to do those things as best as you can, but there are other people or other people that you can also work with, that you can trust, because they can do better in this certain area. So surely enough, in the early springs, it looks like in the month of March and April, you do have a lot of moving forward movements here, a lot of progress that you have made, like a lot of like fast moving energies, and you have Possibly if you have a lot of projects on hand at the beginning of the year, it looks like that you can accomplish that within a few like a few period of time. So it doesn't mean that you have to do it of a year long, because it looks like that you can accomplish that in the early spring or midsummer as well. So don't be nervous. It looks like that you have a lot of support around you. As I said before, as long as you are confident and being practical on what you can do, I think it's everything will come. The rest will come to you, because people, like somebody will follow someone else's because they know that they can do their job. So there is a confidence from other people towards that person as a leader. So if you are that person, so you have to be certain on what you do, so that other people can be like confident towards you. So that can be something that you possibly need to, put in your mind and become somebody that you can counting on. So moving on here in the early summer, especially in the month of May, it looks like that you have certain options, especially like the thing that you want to do, or choices actually you want to do in your life, especially after you possibly get accomplishments in your work, especially in this month of March and April. So the month of April and March, there will be a big accomplishment that you will have, especially to the projects that you have worked for quite some time in the past. So that can be something that is really positive here. But then maybe you have a possible promotions or something like that, because you have done a good job in your work, or it can be like if you apply for another position somewhere else, then can be these companies are interested in your profile, and they are contacting you possibly, and this can be something that is quite tempting. But then you have to also thinking about the consequences too, like especially in your personal life, you may have to change several things, like if you have to relocate, or if you have to like change residence, things like that. Then you have to bring your whole families, and that can be also challenging too. Surely enough, in this month of June, you have been getting what you want. So if this is something that you want, like changing career, or even like changing locations, you want to start something new, it can be like your own company or your own businesses, then you will get what you want, and also support that you need as well. So the things that you want, it doesn't always be something material wise, because it can be like if you don't have support from your spouse, then by the month of June you will get those support. The things that it doesn't always be tangible, it can be intangible too. It doesn't always have to be stuff, it can also be like emotional fulfillment, or emotional support and things like that. So moving on towards the month of July, you have some kind of a good news here. If this is related to your spouse, or even like families, if you are expecting a babies or something like that, you will possibly get those good news. Maybe you are expecting, or something like that, or even like your wife are expecting. That can also be the case here. Otherwise, this can also be like the job that you have just got, maybe the new one, for like you get a good response to that, and you also feel like you work uh, in the right place in the right time, and you do like the job that you are doing. So and afterwards, in the month of August, it looks like that people are also supporting you too. Like people are giving you more, I would say. I can see it. You are getting a lot of like support from other people. They see it. They see you as somebody that are capable. You're very smart and you're very like quick thinking and quick action as well. And it just looks like that you have everything you need to succeed. And people are just like marching behind you, and they are giving you support. Sorry, they are giving you a lot of knowledge and also their time, their effort to make you succeed as well. So if you are new to the job or the position that you are in, don't worry, because some people they are afraid of a new place. A lot of people will always give you like support. So any questions, don't be bothered, just ask, and they will explain it to you. And moving on towards the month of September, you will get more responsibilities. It looks like that you have been prepared for these positions, like you have already got all the skill set, the expertise, and the yeah, especially like the things that you need, especially for these kind of conditions, and that can be something that is quite positive, also uh, positively impacting your finances as well. On the other hand, if you are still looking for a new jobs, possibly the month of September, you will get a lot of offer. You will get a lot of like if you have been looking for like even like if you are just looking for part-time positions for your second jobs, then you will also get a lot of like hours and a lot of opportunity to work as a part-time like part-time position for yourself. And yeah, moving on towards the month of uh, October, there is some kind of reflections here, I would say. Maybe because a lot of things that are happening so fast, and you are thinking that if this is something that you really want. So that is something, I mean, normal, I would say, in some people's when they are questioning about their motives and what they want to achieve. And surely enough, because sometimes when a lot of good things happening in your life, or even like a lot of bad things happening in your life, you will always question if this is something you want to sustain, or if this is something that is real, or if this is something that will last forever. The answer is no. So you have to see from your eyes, if and also evaluating that and see if this is something that you want to do. So that is the most important things first, because if it is not something that you want to do for the rest of your life or for the next future, then there is no point of doing it. So you have to find that answer within you, not outside of yourself. So moving on towards the November time, you will have to decide again. I think it's a good thing is here you finally break away from the those negativity or those negative self-belief in yourself. So so funny enough, you have triple eight here, 1 2 3. So you triple 8, and that can be something related to your emotions, your thinking, and your passions. So based on these three things, try to investigate, I would say, what would be your true motive, or what would be your goal in life, so that you can see from different eyes, uh, like what will be your next thing, what will be your next actions, or what will be your goal in life. So in the end of the year, like by towards December, you will have all the answer, and you finally be able to like contemplate more on the things that you have achieved so far in this year. And you also feel like being grateful on what you have done and what you have accomplished in this year. And also for the last year or the last month of the year, you also feel like you have to like stop and see what will be your next step, especially towards the next year. So let's see what is the last card here for you. As a clarifying card at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Clubs. And this card actually, this can be like something that is quite challenging, I would say, because it can be like in the whole throughout the whole year you will have to fight on what you want. So that's the point. So you always have to be ready to take the challenges. So even if like people are trusting you, it doesn't mean that you can just take it for granted. You always have to prove yourself and prove to other people that you are capable of doing it. By doing so, that means that you have to keep on doing the best in yourself. That means that you have to fight against it, against the normal, against your comfort zones and things like that. So be prepared for that in this year. So I think that's overall readings here for you. I think it's quite positive. You have quite a lot of success and support around you. And surely enough, it's just only depending on you how to you manage to take action and take the right decisions. So I hope that this reading is helpful, and if you like the reading, just click like, and if you haven't subscribed, just click subscribe. And if you want to donate, you can do it via PayPal towards the emails here, and also you can find it on the link below the video. And hope you have a good year next year, and see you. Oh yeah, if you want to do a personal reading, you can also contact us on the links or email here, and see you next one. Thank you.